What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Got Next podcast. I'm your host, Mitch and Dono, and my co-host, Donovan Moore, on the other side. Now, today we got Keenan Connley here today.
What's going on,
Walk-on wide receiver at the Bowie State University. How you feeling today, bro?
Feeling pretty good, bro.
Good stuff. We've been trying to get this man on the show for the longest, bro. But he finally here. Glad he came through, and it's about to be a good show today. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all of that type of stuff, and enjoy the intro.
Yo, turn it up, Slack. I can't hear nothing.
I know you've been playing football basically all your life. So, what age did you actually start for real?
I just started about 6, 7 years old. Played with South Bowie down the street. Everybody kind of started South Bowie. At least from this area, started South Bowie. But it was a good experience. I heard it was started at 7. Like the position I play now, never played that until I got to like high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I always played like lineman or the D-line, a linebacker or something. Like it was always.
Yeah, South Bowie?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
It was never no skill position, bro. I was never a skill position.
Growing up, who were some of your favorite NFL players?
Growing up, I say Deshaun Jackson was up there.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs, like my all-time favorite receiver.
We know that.
Yeah. I used to watch when I was a kid. I used to watch when I was in middle school, bro, at Good Counsel, cooking.
Oh, yeah.
And with the Maryland, NFL. So now I've been following Diggs. You know, he from here. We like the same height, same. So that's the person I try to emulate. And Keenan Allen is off a namesake. Right?
Yeah.
Same name type shit. So.
And he liked that, too.
Yeah, he liked it, too. The routes and stuff. And Odell just got that,
Of course, bro.
That spark. So, I try to get that spark in my game as well. So those are the kind of the 4 guys that kind of try to emulate.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Did you ever consider playing any other sports other than football?
Track. And recently I haven't done it yet, but I would definitely consider boxing.
Really?
Yeah, boxing is, I feel like it's an art type stuff. So like how your dad used to do martial arts and everything, like all that type stuff, like not necessarily the martial arts aspect, but boxing, like I feel like it really, I feel like I could, really be good at that if I put my time into it.
All right. Okay.
So fast forwarding a little bit, even though you played leading up to high school, I feel like your journey didn't really start until you reached high school. So coming into high school, what was your mindset?
All right, so coming to high school, 9th grade year, grades didn't allow me to play in the field. Actually, no, it did. I got cut my 9th grade year. That's what it was. Got cut my 9th grade year. 10th grade, I came in, and I was a little taller, had a little more weight, so I feel like I can do a little something. So I was on the JV team, but, I ain't getting the game too much at all, really. Just me playing the practice and I got hurt. So that was that. Then 11th grade year came around, and grades again. Cut grades to stop me from playing. My senior came. This is like, I always say my senior is my first year of me playing football. So senior is when I actually got in the field, able to make some plays and actually do something. My highlight tape, it looked good from the moments I had. So, I was just upset that, that was my only year that I actually was on the field. But other than that, high school, football-wise, it was a learning process. Learning, like, not everything is, backyard football.
Right.
Like, not everything. It was a lot more to it that I didn't know. And, what comes with concepts and everything that I had to, work on and learn. Because I remember we had a 7-on-7 thing, and I ran the right route, but we have different moments where, you run a different route, and a quarterback scramble was called scramble drills. You had to turn up and do something. And I turned up on the wrong time. It's a concept, so I messed up the concept of the play. And I ended up running in and covering my own man. So, and I lost us the game. Like, we had the 7-7, and lost us the 7-7. I was kirked on for that by coaches and, ridiculed and all that. So, that put me down a little bit, but, it's a learning curve. That's all it is. It's learning.
So, throughout your high school career, like, you just talked about it, like, it was your grades some years, it was your broken pinky some years, it was just politics and stuff like that. So, like, throughout all of those roadblocks and stuff, did you ever lose confidence in yourself?
Of course, but I always thought, I can hold you, some of my teammates definitely picked me up because they saw the potential in me. It was like, yeah, if you had another year, you'd be a dog. If you had this, you'd be like that because you have potential, just raw potential. So it's just like, after, I never really lost it because, like, that's all I knew, really, like, trying to, like, work harder. And, I've been set back a lot and I have a lot of setbacks, so I'm not the type of person that's going to give up on something I'm trying to do. So that I'm really, like, especially when it comes to football, I've been doing football forever. So, and I want to train one day, be able to be a football trainer, so, or even possibly a coach. So I was trying to get to that college level to be able to have that experience and that knowledge in order to, be able to do that.
Right.
So that wasn't going to stop. I wasn't going to stop.
From not making a team to your academic hardships, a lot of people probably would have folded, or they just would have said, forget football, I'm just going to do my own thing. What continues to keep you motivated to want to stick with football?
What kept me motivated was my ability. I feel like, I had more to give. And like I said before, it was all I knew. And I just had faith in God. Like, he would give me, I just felt like every time I prayed about it, something happened.
Yeah.
Something positive happened. Even though I would have my setbacks, they were gradually, I just felt like I could do it. Like, and I'm not the type of person to give up on something I want to do. So it's like, I don't know, I just couldn't give up. I just wasn't going to let that go. I wasn't until I got to college. I was going to make it work somehow.
Okay. Good stuff, man. So, like, after high school, I know you went to PGCC, and, like, you started working a lot. You was at Uncle Julio's and stuff like that. So, like, did that, like, really serve as, like, a period of, like, a break from football for you?
That gave me, because I was still training, and luckily, some of my friends, they play college football and at my position. So, I got to work out with them all the time, and through the off season, work out with them. I would go to flag football games and play that, and just do little backyard stuff or actual training with other players that I knew play college football. So that helped me, grow to the player I am today. Like, I just kept working, basically. So during PG and all that stuff, to me, it was just opportunity to, while I'm not even in school, I can still do the stuff that other college players are doing. You know what I'm saying? I can still do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, regardless that I was getting, even sometimes with the proper training, something worked. So, right. To have the point that I'm at today. Because I was, I'm back in college going back, and I'm not even, never had no formal college training.
Right.
Or anything. So it's like, yeah, for me, that time was just the time to get better. Like, just do your best to get better. Go to school, work out.
Yeah.
Stuff, that's it.
Like, go to school, work out. Like, basically, post-high school, that's kind of what life is, I feel like. Like, it's a whole different thing. They give you that diploma, and it's like, go do something with it at that point.
Exactly.
So, like, what did that period teach you about life, not even just about football?
About life is you're going to have your hardships. Like, you're going to have your setbacks. You're going to have moments that times that ain't going to go your way. Like, you're going to have that. It's going to happen. It's life. It happens at any point in time. So your reaction to that, you need to have a reaction to that. Whatever your reaction is, needs to make sense. Like, you can't, especially if something you really want to do in life, that goes with anything. And I always say football is like, it's a good blueprint for how your mindset is. You feel what I'm saying? So once, you stick to something, you're going to have your hardships. That's life. Like I said, it's just life. It's going to happen. How you react to it, that's the only thing that matters.
Right.
Because life happens. It's going to happen. Something's going to knock you down, something's going to bring you up. But it's how you react after that happens. Your mindset after that happens is everything to me. So it's like how you carry yourself about it, how you carry it. Something can happen. You can say, oh, well, maybe this is a sign for me not to do this. Maybe it's a sign for me not to do that. But if you feel in your heart you really got it, you know what I'm saying? You have peers around you that feel like you do have it. Keep going. Don't stop. There's no point. But I was, 18, 19? Got time. I'm 22 right now. This is my first year playing college football.
Right.
Still motivated to go. Like, I'm not discouraged. I'm an older dude. Like, in my first year playing, it happens to a lot of people. But this is a goal, and I was gonna make it happen regardless. I was gonna make it happen.
after that whole break, what got you started back playing football again?
I mean, I never really stopped, but like pad wise and for a team, I was always looking. So I was always looking, never stopped. I had colleges up, got turned down. You know, it was a moment where at PG, I worked with my man Jason. He was he's a quarterback, but now he's a tight end at Towson. We went to this dude, my man Aaron Campbell. He's an RNH coach, called Respect and Honor Academy. You know, they train guys all the time, college players and everything. So I went to my camp, like, probably fresh out of high school. And I was making plays. Like, I was like cooking everybody, cooking the college cornerbacks, the guys who have notoriety in football and the DMV, or at least in PG. So I was making my plays. I felt like I was doing pretty good. Then, you know, time goes on, you know, I kind of disconnected with him, but I got back with him, you know, after I got a little more notoriety in football because I was posting myself on Instagram so people see it. Instagram was a platform that definitely helped me out as well, I ain't gonna lie. So once that happened, he had a camp. It was for high school and JUCO students. Granted, PG is considered a JUCO school because it's community college, but no community college in Maryland has football. None of them. Yeah. So, you know, that's another setback I had, you know, because coming from people who went to JUCOs playing football in like Virginia, Pennsylvania, you know, North Carolina, Iowa, they coming from all over. So I had this camp, and, you know, I went to this camp, did my thing. I won the best receiver award. And that camp cooked everybody. So after that, that's when up and up started coming. That's when colleges started calling. So I had Shepherd on my line, I had Salisbury, Ferrum, Bowie State. One of the coaches from Bowie State followed me that day. But, you know, I didn't hear from him that day. But he did follow me, so I know he knows who I am.
That just means they're watching you.
Exactly. So he knows who I am. So, you know, after that, I went on a visit to Shepherd and Ferrum. Salisbury, I knew I wouldn't go to Salisbury because I knew the kind of offense they had. I couldn't do nothing with it.
Yeah, that triple option, that
horrible. Like,
that ain't for a receiver. That's not for a receiver.
It's not for a receiver to, you know, show my talents and my roster what I can do. But, you know, so I kind of disregarded Salisbury, but I went to the Shepherd's thing. And Shepherd, you know, they was cool, but, you know, Shepherd is one of the top D2 schools in the country. Like, they're dogs. And the way they got their guys built, like, they're ready. Mm-hmm. So, like, when I was in there, when I went to that visit, it kind of just felt like I was there. You know what I'm saying? It felt like I was, like, wanted or needed. Like, it just felt like I was just in the area. So I went to a D3 visit in Virginia called Ferrum. They loved me. They was, like, showing me everywhere. They was giving me some scholarship money. They was, like, they was showing interest that they did with me at that school. And I went to the practice. I'm just like, dudes ain't really like that for real. Like, this is like, I'm a lot better than this. Like, it's a lot better. So I'm like, I almost decided, like, I probably shouldn't go here. I know I can get better opportunity, but I'd rather, you know, go somewhere where I can play instead of go to a bigger school and just sit on the sideline all day. You know what I'm saying? So they had opportunity to give me, you know, opportunity to play. So that's a bet. So I'm ready. I'm geeking. I was on a visit. I spent the night. I was ready. I was ready to play. So, you know, come time I was about to go, I committed. By the time I was ready, I was really ready. My folks came to me, was like, we don't think you can go there. I'm like, why? It was like, the money's too crazy. Like, it's $40,000 a semester. I got a scholarship for $20,000. Still, like, it was too much, like, for us to pay per semester. It's kind of crazy, and it's out of state, and it's a private school at that. Right. So the money factor, you know what I'm saying, it's crazy. And it's a D3, so they can't give you full scholarships, only grants.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that you know, discouraged me. My mom, she was upset because, like, she was like, you know, I feel like we kind of hold you back from putting you up to your dream. That's what you want to do. So I feel like, you know, I'm sad that you kind of, like, you touched it, like you were there. But all for me to not get there, it's like, it's crazy. So I went to Bowie State.
Okay.
And I asked him, I said, hey, can I ask the head coach if I can walk on? And what's crazy is I saw him probably a month or two ago at a car wash and talked to him about coming on. So, you know, he was kind of passive about it. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't think he can mess with me for real. But I went up there, so I talked to him, and he was like, hey, next spring, come in to walk on next spring. Give me one more semester at PG, come in next spring, and I'll give you a chance. And I got that one semester at PG out and transferred. I didn't get my associates, I just transferred. I was ready to play.
But after me and Dono's freshman year at college, we went to Beach Week with a few kids from Arundel. Mm-hmm. And on that trip, we actually met Kyle and we met Eddie, Violent Feet Training,
yeah,
a.k.a.
my
you know
guy.
what I'm saying? So, what is that relationship meant to you? Basically, like both Kyle and Eddie. What does that meant to you and your career football wise?
Kyle's meant a lot because me and Kyle play similar. He's bigger, but we play similar. And, you know, we got the same kind of personality. So that's my dog through and through like that. Like, I really mess with Kyle. So, you know, and we both, you know, we compete. We got that dog in us. We like compete. We ask him questions about how we play and stuff like that. So, you know, we have a lot of similarities. Eddie, my man too. I didn't know Eddie as much as I knew, you know, Kyle, because Kyle bring him out sparingly. But I knew Eddie had some fast feet. Like, I knew Eddie had some feet. So, when I was Eddie's first video.
Yeah,
his first Violent Feet video. So he hit me up. He was like, hey, you know, I'm trying to do this footwork stuff and everything. So, you know, me being, I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I mean? Because I'm in college now, I have some college training, so I kind of know what I'm doing too. So, you know, it's cool. We can incorporate some stuff. So, like, with Eddie, you know, that's my dog. So, you know, I have no cut cards when it comes to me getting my guys better. So I'm going to tell you, like, if I feel like this doesn't work, because I always tell him, every time I work with him, he probably get annoyed at me too. Because every time I work with him, I say, I'm going to test your gangster. Like, I'm going to test it. I'm going to test what you know.
Right.
I said, because, you know, I know my stuff is a raw one. But I'm going to test you because you were training. And I want you to, you know, I want you to have notoriety too. I want you to, you know, because you're my guy. I want you up there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to talk my stuff. I'm like, look, if this doesn't make any sense, I'm going to let you know. But if you feel like it makes sense, explain to me why you think it does. You know what I'm saying? Explain to me why you think this will work. You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk about it. You know, he'll come to me. We'll talk about it, have conversations. And, you know, on from there. So I'm like, yeah. And sometimes he'll get mad at me. He'll, like, be right. I'm like, all right, big dog. No, I'm testing your gangster. You know how it is. You know how I am when
Eddie passionate about the game, bro.
I know.
You know that,
and I love it.
And
that's why I test it. That's why I test it.
Y'all both just be playing, bro. I love people that just love what they do and they just be out there just doing it every day, bro. And that's y'all. That's y'all for sure.
When you finally got the opportunity at Bowie State, how did everything come about? Like,
when I finally got a chance at Bowie, so first, first time around, it was like last year, before COVID.
Okay.
I was there. We had practices. We had workouts. Coaches always say, like, remember, y'all not on the team yet. Y'all literally just working out. Like, you're barely even trying out. You're just working out for real.
Mm-hmm.
So my coach Nemo, coach, he brought me onto the team. Mind y'all, we had like 30 plus receivers, 30 plus in my position. They only travel seven to eight. We had 30 plus on total, including guys trying out. So, you know, I had to compete against a lot of people, you know, try to get to that job. So, you know, he would cuss everybody out. He'd be like, hey, I'm letting y'all right now. I don't know why he gave me all y'all. I don't want y'all here. Like, I don't want you here. Like, I want y'all gone. So, like, I'm going to make y'all go. So, like, he would say it, but, like, my mindset, I ain't get discouraged. I'm like, he got to personally tell me, do not come to practice. Mm-hmm. You can't be here for me not to come. So, that didn't discourage me at all. I just gave me motivation. I was like, I'm work. So I've been working, and he was like, and I started knowing my playbook a little better. It was like, he was talking to everybody in the office. He was like, hey, he said, yeah, he knows this stuff. He said, I've been trying to get him to leave since he got here. I've been trying to make him quit. He's still coming. So I'm like, yeah, like, I'm not gonna leave, bro, because you just talking your stuff. You're a coach, what you're supposed to do.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, find out your weak links. I ain't no weak link, so you know what I'm saying? So
he like, that ain't even me.
Right.
Yeah.
That ain't
I said, so like
that,
him talking that went through one end out the other. So I'm not tripping at all. So I'm good. So we talking, and he, I start seeing he starts taking more notice of me, like as a football player, you know, when running routes and stuff like that. So one-on-one, doing certain stuff. So, you know, Coach Nemo, he got me to Bowie State, and he kind of got me, you know, pretty good in there. He always kept me in the loop. Even though sometimes I didn't know the offense coordinator too well, so but he tried to keep me in the loop when I really wasn't, but he tried. But the setback that happened was COVID.
Right.
COVID happened. I'm like, dang, I got my chance of playing college football. It didn't happen in spring, remember? It was in spring,
right.
So couldn't even play through the spring. So we had to come to the fall summer workouts. I was working with him, and I was working with. He sent me and my man Vic, knowing we work hard, to work out with some D1 players and NFL players. I work with Marcus Allen and Zach Pascal for the Colts, and other Maryland players and a couple guys. So we were out here working out together, you know, getting in good work. And you know, during that instant, you know, one-on-ones, I broke my foot. So Bowie State started to go over, you know, kind of doing COVID stuff and having small little practices here and there. I couldn't go because my foot was broken.
Right.
So I was sick. That's never a slight setback I had. So I got put back. So now my foot is back. I'm wrapped up and ready to go. Coach, he ended up leaving. That was my only source to Bowie State. Like, only guy number I had, he was my receiver coach. Only source I had to Bowie State to kind of get that I was like comfortable talking to him with.
Right. So
he left. So as he left, he texted me. He was like, "Hey," I said, "Hey," like once spring started approaching, I'm like, "Hey, do you think I can still like play for Bowie? Like, think I'm good?" He was like, "I have no say there no more. I'm not a coach there.
Wow.
I got say here." He moved. He was an offense coordinator at Wheeling.
Okay.
So in my head, I'm like, I could probably go to Wheeling. Like, I could probably go to Wheeling and probably send up there because he's offense coordinator, so he can bring me himself.
Right.
So I'm like, I might can slide there. But then, because I DM'd the offense coordinator, him respond for 2 days. So I was worried. And he hit me up and was like, "Hey, yeah, I want you to come." He said, "Hey, you better work. You better like ball out." I'm like, say no more. I'm ready. So he hit me up. Then what helped me was I had a workout with the starting quarterback, my man Vaughn, and my man Debo. Luckily, I was like close with some of the receivers. Like, we were all like close friends.
Right.
So they brought me up to a workout, and Coach Ty pulled up, and I was cooking. Like, one of the guys, I was beating. Like, there was a Virginia Tech cornerback there, and like he was a freshman. He was strapping to everybody else, baking him. I was cooking him, and he came to me. He was like, "Doubling your route, was it?" I was like, "Nah, it was. I just got to make it look like something else."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he came to me and asked me like, "Oh, how you do this and that and stuff like that." So I feel like, I got it. Like, I got it. So I'm like, he told me to come to practice, so I came to practice. And mind you, I haven't played pads in like 5 years. I haven't played pads since 2015 going to 2016.
Right.
It's 2021. This is my first time playing pads in a minute. And luckily, I bought a helmet, with that COVID money, like the pandemic money. I made sure I got my football stuff straight. So I got my own helmet because I knew this was going to be a crazy one. So I got my own helmet, my own shoulder pads, so I was going to be straight. So my helmet was already conditioned because it was brand new, so I had to really do nothing else with it. So I was good. Came to camp, I was on fire. Like, first couple weeks, I was doing really good. Really, really good. So, then it was my last week of spring. Last 2 weeks. I got tendonitis in my knee. Still got it to this day. I got tendonitis, so it started messing with me a lot more. And, like, it was hard for me to plant and cut. Like, it hurt. So I kind of put my game down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't as confident.
Right.
So that couple of weeks, I was dropping passes. It was looking bad. It was looking bad that last week. So, it was looking bad. It's like spring game. It was the last joint of the spring. Last game. So we didn't have any alignment, so we ran 7-on-7 and then ran 11-on-11 tackling. So my first pass, because I'm geeking to catch the ball, right through my hands. I was mad. All I heard is, "Bring him out. Go get him. Bring him out." So I'm just like, bro, when I tell you a wave of like depression that hit, just that, I'm like, bro, wave of doubt. It don't happen to me like that, but wave of doubt just hit. Like, dang, I ain't gonna be good enough. Like, this is it. That was probably my only chance. I ain't gonna get no opportunities no more. Like, they don't mess with me. They feel like I'm bad. I got some garbage. So it's like, I hold you, all that hit at once. I'm just feeling like, I'm kind of like down, because I don't really get down, but I was like down at that moment. I'm just like, I had to pick my stuff back up. I'm like, bro, I ain't here for no reason. I ain't work hard just to get here and do that.
Right.
So I got back on the field. I caught 3 passes in a row going down that field. Drove us all the way to the end zone for us to score.
Right. Good stuff, bro.
So it's like, I feel like that mental is probably, the biggest thing.
Always.
That mental is the biggest thing.
Yeah, everything, bro. Like you said, it's reacting, bro.
Mm.
It's reacting, bro. That's really all life is. Now that you are a part of the Bowie State football team, like, does that give you like a type of satisfaction, basically, that your 5-year grind from 2016 to 2021 is like, it was all for a reason. It's finally paying off.
Kind of. Yes and no. Because I'm here. That was a goal, but I want to start and I want to play and I want to make some numbers, make something happen when I get there. So the job ain't done. It's there. Like, the opportunity is here. I'm blessed and grateful to be on the team, but I'm not satisfied by any means. Like, I'm like second to third in the depth chart right now. I need to be first.
Yeah,
gotta be. So right now, I'm not satisfied.
We've seen your YouTube page and some of the videos you posted. Did you start that page more so for yourself, or was that like for a motivation for others that could be in your same situation? Or
definitely motivation for others because, you know, I wouldn't be telling the story that I'm telling if it wasn't for motivation for others, you feel me? So I'll just post some workouts, one-on-ones if it was just me. And, you know, I even got my man Vic, he has basically the same story I have. You know, coming into Bowie State and being a walk-on in his first year, he won all second team all rookie conference in his first year playing. He ain't playing 5 years either.
Right.
So he had the same story as me. And we meet playing football. We met at a restaurant I used to work at, Texas Roadhouse.
Right.
So he's now one of my closest friends. We work together now. But like, and that's my dog. So I got him his own story on that jump. So I put his own story on my page. You know, have everybody see his story as well. So, you know, get to see his story and get to see, you know, my story. And I'm going to put other guys on there who have been walking in the same position as me. Because I know there's a lot of guys out there that, especially in this COVID year for high school kids, they didn't get that chance their senior year.
A lot of people didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's a big setback for them. Mm-hmm. And some kids who, like me, like, I didn't play that much my senior year, but I still got some opportunities later on. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, that YouTube channel, and this was a thought. My friends, my guys that I knew in high school, they hit me up, said, we want to do this. We want to edit everything. That's how much you guys hit me up. How y'all hit me up for an interview. They hit me up for that YouTube channel. Right. It was like, we want, like, you know, it's kind of a win-win situation. We can get some notoriety from our, you know, production and our, you know, us producing it. And, you know, you can get it just off of being football and showing people, you know, your story. And hopefully, you know, motivating others. And that's what I really want. Try to motivate other kids, you know, who are in my position, who are, you know, come out of high school. Don't stop. Don't stop. If this is what you really want to do, don't get discouraged. Because it's there for you. You just got to be patient.
Last but not least, what's some of your goals for yourself this season? You talked about how you were low on the depth chart. You want to be higher on the depth chart. Is there anything else that you have goal-wise for yourself this year?
Goal-wise, I would say it is a stretch, but my goal is to start, ultimately, is to start and get my playing time and ball. So, you know, whatever happens in the field. But, you know, I'm not really like a predicting numbers kind of guy. I just want to go out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to do it. Go out there and just do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? And wherever the results happen, what happens. But I say, I mean, if I will put numbers up, you know, 400, 300 yards, I'm just being realistic. You know, a few touchdowns if I can. But that's just, you know, for my first year playing in 5 years, you know what I'm saying? My ultimate goal right now is to start. Like, my goals will probably, you know, change as the time goes on, depending on what position I'm in.
Right, exactly.
But, you know, right now, my goal is to start. That's the goal right now.
And that's all the questions we got for you today. So is there anything else that you want to add?
Not much. Hey, like I said, if y'all in my situation, don't quit. Don't stop. No, use any situation you're in, you can get out of it. I promise you. It's all about your mindset. Work hard. Don't let nobody discourage you. If you know you got it, do it. It's that simple.
Hey, good stuff, bro.
Yeah,
all right.
Great stuff.
Great episode, bro. Appreciate you coming on, of course, bro.
Definitely appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate you.
Thank y'all for watching this episode. Hope you guys liked it and all that type of stuff. Make sure you comment, subscribe, show some love, you know what I'm saying, to the channel, and appreciate you. Catch you next week.
All right.
Peace.